What's good? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. Today, I want to talk about the importance of taking pride in your uniqueness, right? Taking pride in who you truly are. Deciding that you no longer want to conform, you no longer are trying to fit in, you're no longer trying to be normal, and you embrace who you truly are. Now, one of the things I like to do is I like to go back to some of my old notes, okay? Because when I left high school, I basically made a decision that I was going to recreate myself, essentially transform myself into a more powerful version. Yeah, bro, it's what do they call it? What do they call it when you put a title that gets people's attention? But anyway, yeah, so I like to go back to my notes and basically look at things that I've written down over the years. And when I left high school, one of the things I decided was I wanted to transform, right? In high school, I wasn't getting any girls. I was lacking in social skills. I was lacking in confidence. I wasn't happy with the kind of guy that I was in high school, right? Even though I was good at basketball and shit like that, but as far as my personality and my ability to express myself and connect with others, I was lacking in that area. So I had to do something about it. Now, when I made this decision to transform and become a better version of myself, what I realized is I wanted to unleash the real me, right? Because in high school, you kind of have to, at least my experience of it, you kind of have to play a certain character if you don't want to stand out too much, or you don't want to be too weird or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you kind of want to fit in, because if you're too weird, people will make fun of you and shit like that. But when I left high school, it was like, okay, that shit's over with. Now I can truly be the real me. And one of the characters that I was studying at the time, who was really free in his expression, is the Joker. Okay, and the title of this video, I'm as nutty as a squirrel and I'm proud of it. I learned that from the Joker. Okay, I don't know if the Joker actually said that, or if I think I watched a documentary on the Joker and they described him as that. But the point is, if you study the character the Joker from the Batman movies, he's crazy as fuck, right? He's crazy as fuck, but he owns it, right? It's not like he's not apologizing for being crazy. He's not apologizing for being insane. He's not apologizing for being who he is, right? So when I look at certain characters, I look at certain attributes that I think are powerful. Now, I don't try to be the exact person. I'm not trying to be the Joker. The Joker is insane, right? But I take certain attributes from the Joker and I implement it in myself. The Joker is very free in his expression. He doesn't give a fuck what anybody thinks. He's not trying to be like everybody else. He literally like thinks the opposite of everyone else. Like, he thinks there's no rules. You should do whatever you want. You should just laugh and have fun and all this shit. Everybody's so serious in the Gotham City, right? Even Batman is serious as hell, but the Joker doesn't give a fuck. So what I learned from the Joker is just that you need to embrace who you are. If you want true freedom, you gotta embrace who you are. If you're a little weird, if you're a little different, whatever, embrace that shit. Because what happens is the people who are weird or different or strange or whatever, they end up, like, when they achieve some great success, then everybody starts saying, oh yeah, he's a genius. Oh yeah, he's so amazing. Oh yeah, he's this. Not remembering that when he was doing his shit, people were saying he was stupid, saying he was weird, saying he didn't know what the hell he was doing, saying he was wrong. You know what I mean? Trying to make him feel like shit. But he was, then when he's successful, then everybody wants to jump on a bandwagon, right? So one of the things I'm realizing when it comes to owning who you are, you have to just stop trying to please others. You have to stop trying to make people like you. Stop trying to impress people. Stop trying to get validation. It's just a waste of your energy, man. Like, life to me is very precious, right? We don't know when we're gonna die. Our time on this planet is ticking. So we are going to die at some point, and we don't know. You know, people have their ideas, oh, we reincarnation, this and this and that. Nobody knows what the hell is going to happen when you die. So my thing is, one of the things we should do is just find our true expression. And really what it comes down to is just breaking the barriers, these things that are holding us back. You know, it mainly comes down to fear and discomfort, right? We try to avoid fear and discomfort. Like in high school, I wanted to express myself. I wanted to be confident. I wanted to get girls. I wanted all this shit. But I was held back by fear. I was held back by discomfort, pain. You know, what if I make a mistake and they make rumors in the school, which actually happened. I remember one time I tried to talk to a girl one time and I got rejected. And they made like a goddamn rumor about it, like all over the school. Oh, Trey got rejected. Like I'm like, wow, you know, like it's just so stupid because it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But you know, that's just how it was, and I wasn't strong enough to handle that. Like if I could go back to high school now, man, I'd be so amazing. Because if they would have spread a rumor, I would have been like, who gives a shit? I'm just gonna go approach another girl until somebody says yes. Who gives a damn? But I didn't have that strength back then, you know, that confidence back then. But anyway, the point I'm making today is, you know, you gotta own who you are. You got to embrace who you are. Who gives a shit if you're a little weird? The thing is, you can turn weird and awkward and all that and unique into sexy, right? That it can become sexy once you own it. Like once you fully own who you are and you don't budge and you don't try to conform or make excuses for who you are, you start to become sexy because you stand out, but in a good way. You know, you stand out with strength, with power. You know, it's kind of like like a good example would be like how they say when you wear clothes, there's a difference between wearing clothes and the clothes wearing you, right? Like if you're confident in yourself and you feel good and you feel great and you're wearing some clothes, you look good in it. But if you're wearing the clothes because you're trying to impress people or trying to look cool and shit, it looks like the clothes is wearing you. So it's the same thing like with your personality and your character. Like if you put your personality out there, you express yourself, but you truly own it, you truly are comfortable in your own skin, you truly love yourself, truly respect yourself, and you're not trying to impress anybody, it comes off as confident, it comes off as sexy, it comes off as grounded and all that good shit. But if you're trying to, get a certain result from people, or you're trying to get somebody's validation or get someone to like you or trying to fit in all this shit, it comes off as like, yo, it's kind of weird, like it repels people because something is off. Right? Because there's no true embodiment. It's like, there's like I'm trying to get something. That's why I'm doing this versus I'm being this way because this is who I am. And I'm not trying to get anything from anyone. I just want to express myself, and whoever I connect with, and whoever I don't. And that's okay. I'm not trying to connect with everybody. I'm not trying to, be friends with everybody. I'm trying to be friends or cool with the people I'm supposed to be cool with, and that's it. The people who have the similar values, similar mindset, similar understanding and shit, similar vision for the future. That's cool. But that's where your power comes from, when you stop trying to make everyone like you. You know what I mean? So the quote, I'm so nutty, what is it? I'm nutty as a nut. I'm nutty as a squirrel, or whatever it is. The point is, it's like, you want to be proud of who you are, even if you might be a little weird or different. Embrace that shit. That's what makes you interesting. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you different. You can't seduce women by being the same as every other man. You got to be different, but you got to be grounded in who you are, because she's going to test you. That's where the shit test comes in. She's trying to see, is this a real man or is he, still a boy? So the shit test is designed to separate the men from the boys. And the men from the beasts. There's different levels to this. There's boys, there's men, there's beasts, there's kings, there's gods. There's different levels. What level are you? The more grounded you become, the more confident you become, the more assertive, the more authentic, the more genuine, the more you level up, and your expression it comes across with more power. There's more energy. The frequency goes up, right? So anyway, that's the advice for the video. If you're not in the Unbreakable Beast tribe, you know, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, but if you want to develop unbreakable self-confidence, if you want to become a beast, if you want to become the most attractive version of yourself, right? I just launched a new coaching program. You can check it out in the group. It's called the Limitless Code. And I'm basically showing you how to actually become limitless, right? Limitless in your expression, limitless in your potential, limitless in your creation, right? Limitless, I mean like no limits, right? Anything that you want to achieve is possible once you use this code, right? It's this code of knowing that there's two main things that are holding us back. There's two main things. Comes down to two main things, fear and pain. And the Limitless Code says, instead of avoiding these two main things, what would happen if we seek them out? Right? What if we seeked out pain? What if pain became your slave, became your bitch? What if fear became your pets? Right? You had fear on a leash. Instead of fear like trying to chase you around and scare you away and shit, you actually harness fear. That's a whole nother level. So that's the Limitless Code. It's when you stop running away from shit or stop trying to avoid shit and you just live for growth. You live for evolution. You live for power. You live for strength. That's Limitless Code, but it's not easy to apply it, right? That's where I come in. Okay, I show you how to apply it because that's how I'm living. I'm living with the Limitless Code. Every single day, I'm going after fear. I'm going after pain. I'm going after discomfort. And what happens when you do this consistently, life gets easy. Because the things that, what happens is the things that people are afraid of running away from, it's no big deal to you. You look at them and you're like, man, you kidding me? Because you're living on a different code. You're a different beast. You're a different animal. And this shit helps when it comes to women, because when you look at a woman, it's different. You look at the woman as a truly masculine, grounded man because you're actually living like that. You're going to look at a woman with a different strength, with a different power because you're not fucking around. You know what I mean? She's going to feel that. It's a feeling. It's undeniable. That's why, you don't never hear me say, oh, say this pickup line or say this. It doesn't matter what you say. If you deliver it properly, if you deliver it with strength, if you deliver it like a boss, like a king, like a god, like a beast, it comes across. You could literally go to a girl and say, hey, do you know where the mailman is or whatever? But if you say it a certain way, you can create attraction. It's crazy once you understand this shit. But anyway, join the Unbreakable Beast Tribe. I'll leave a link to the group in the comment section, and I'll see you inside. Peace.